was one of the first people kind of writing about this on Wall Street, and it was an interesting time. Back then there was a lot of kind of cognitive dissonance about this. It was a very difficult thing for people to kind of get their head around, and it was fun publishing research just because you'd get a lot of people that would call you and tell you that you're crazy and try and challenge your thesis. That's a good intellectually challenging and fun place to be.
While the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry has some of the world's best technical minds, one of the big hurdles continues to be mainstream adoption. Even though many decentralized projects will change the world, people still need to portray their importance to the masses. Well, meet Spencer Bogart, someone who made it his mission to bring blockchain to the public after learning about Bitcoin in 2011.
I was working at a company called ETF.com, which was kind of one of the pioneers in building a proprietary research system for the exchange-traded fund world. And we'd always have morning research calls and sit down and discuss what was going on in the world in a particular day. And on one of those topics was Bitcoin hitting $1. And I remember thinking that I knew nothing about this, and two other members of my team were very interested in it, and I spent the rest of probably the next 3 weeks just diving in. Once you start engaging in it, you really want to learn more and go deeper and see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
And that's exactly what he did. He spent the next few years studying cryptocurrency, ultimately landing at Needham and Company, where he led the company's foray into Bitcoin research.
Listen, I've been following Bitcoin for a long time and just really passionate about Bitcoin as an asset and the underlying technology. And so in early 2015, it kind of got to a point where I was doing sell-side equity research, covering companies like Salesforce and LinkedIn. And in theory, these are the most disruptive companies in the world, but none of the kind of SaaS enterprise technology feels nearly as disruptive at this point as kind of the nascent blockchain and crypto sector, right? So it kind of hit a point in early 2015 when I realized that nobody had written a comprehensive industry report to kind of highlight what is the technology, what are some use cases where it might apply, and who are some of the leading players in the space. And for me, coming from an investment perspective, that's the way I was used to approaching any new sector, was that people had written comprehensive reports.
And while being the first to professionally publish research is an achievement in itself, he became partner at Blockchain Capital in early 2017 to further drive innovation by investing in blockchain projects and companies directly.
A lot of deals. That's the most encouraging thing that we're seeing in the space, is the number of people that are trying to form companies, protocols, ways to push this industry forward. I mean, the number of deals that we see on a daily and a weekly basis is actually astounding. On a given day, we probably get 20 to 30 different inbound investment opportunities. It's really important to protect the deal flow and to make sure that you actually take a good deep look at the opportunities. Of course, it's hard when there's that kind of a volume to spend a lot of time on every single opportunity, but we do our best.
With the goal of helping the next Google or Apple achieve its potential, Blockchain Capital has already helped to bring along some of the industry's brightest emerging stars. While we could have gone on and on about his investments, there was one question I just had to ask him. Why do you love blockchain so much? I can just see it in your eyes. I mean, you're living and breathing this stuff.
Yeah, I think there's a few reasons. So, I think that the most relatable reason is just the idea of digital and programmable money. When we think about something like a PayPal, they took a legacy infrastructure and they made it easier for us to use that legacy infrastructure in a digital context. PayPal made it a lot easier for me to all of a sudden send money online. Since then we have services like Venmo, Square, that all do this, right? And they're great, they're truly wonderful. I appreciate and use those services daily. But while they made it easier for us to spend value in a digital context, they didn't create digital infrastructure. So blockchain is that digital infrastructure. And I think that when you take digital assets based on top of digital infrastructure, we're really unleashing the full power of programmable money.
That was another episode of Blockstreet's Beyond Blockchain. This series is all about showcasing figures, movers and players in the blockchain space. We hope that you liked it because we liked putting the video together. And if you want to see more great content from Blockstreet, give this video a thumbs up. Even better, smash that subscribe button because there's a ton of great stuff where that came from. So go check us out. See you next time.